Hi guys, I'm Charlie Book Fanatic, and today I'm going to talk about my favourite tropes in books and on television. I'm in a different location today because the sun was shining at the other side when I'm in my room and it's shining in my eyes, and you know how I hate that, so I found another location to film in. You're probably also going to see a pattern in these tropes because I really like a certain type of guy, because I'm going to talk about relationship tropes today. And I really like a certain type of guy in my books and in my TV shows, and you will notice that among these tropes. The first trope I'm going to talk about is a courtly love trope. So this trope is basically about being in a court, which is why it's called courtly love. And it's between a princess or a servant, you know, and they have fun together and they are in love, but it can't lead to anything else besides some fun. And I don't know why, but I especially like this trope in TV shows. An example of this is the show Reign. I don't know if you know it, but it's a pretty well-known show. It's set in medieval times, among time period of Mary, Queen of Scots, and Francis. And Mary is coming to the French court, and the whole show, I think it's on season 3 or season 4 now, I think season 3. And I absolutely adore this show. Not as much as I did in the beginning, but there's a lot of courtly love involved in this, and intrigues and everything like that, and I really like that. Then we get to the tropes about the love interests. And the first trope I'm going to talk about is the charmer trope. The charmer trope is a guy who's cocky, cheeky, really self-involved and self-indulgent, but you can't help but like him anyway. And the guy uses his power to manipulate you into doing things. Like, honestly, I love that kind of character. A certain kind of character that is that way is also a character from a TV show, and that's the Vampire Diaries, and I'm specifically talking about Damon. He is the charmer. Like, he is so cocky, but he also uses that to his advantage because he's so likable as well, and so hot, by the way. The next trope is a jerk with a heart of gold. This is basically a guy or a girl who is a jerk and they're really mean, but they have some redeeming qualities behind their tough exterior. And this is mostly common by guy characters who have a tough past, a tragic past, and they kind of go roughened up because of that, but they still are so sweet to this particular person, and I love that trope. Like, a guy who's mean to everyone except for the girl. I don't know. I know that is really bad, but it's a guilty pleasure. Again, Damon from the Vampire Diaries, perfect example of this trope. Another favourite of mine is a love interest traitor, which is exactly how it sounds. It's characters made out to be the love interest of the main character, but eventually turns out to be one of the bad guys. Yes, like that reveal, that treason, I love that. If a book manages to surprise me in that aspect, like I don't know that a character is one of the bad guys and it just shocks me, I love that. I love that. And I even love it more if the main character does end up with a bad guy. Not gonna lie. Another trope I really like is the bad boy trope, like a guy who does really fucking shitty things and the girl is still in love with him and still wants to be with him, and he is like all brooding and all smouldering, and I'm like, yes. I'm going to say I'm not all for that in real life, obviously not, but I really love those things in TV shows and in books, like my heart. And my favourite trope out of all of these is, I think, if it's you, it's okay. And what that means is a character is heterosexual or homosexual, but there is that one person that is the exception to the rule. So I want to say my favourite book of all time has this concept, but I feel like that is a spoiler, even though LGBTQ plus elements aren't a spoiler normally. But for this book, I feel that it is, so I'm not going to name it. Probably one of my favourite books ever that is a relationship that is this way. At least I feel it is that way. Like, one character, it isn't specifically and outrightly said that he is gay, but I feel like he isn't. Like, he is heterosexual, like he could end up with a girl, but there is this one person in his life that he could fall in love with and he could be happy with, and I really like the trope, and I would like to see it more often. Like, a character who's heterosexual, but there's this one person, and that doesn't mean he's homosexual, but there's just this one person that is the exception to the rule, and I think that's my favourite. Like, if you know any books, TV shows that have this trope in it, like, please recommend them to me, because I would love to watch or read that. Those are my favourite tropes. Let me know down below, what are your favourite tropes? Are any of these your favourite tropes? Or do you not like any of these tropes I just named? Let me know down below. Thank you for watching. Bye!